suggesting...
Dummies! Dummies!
Excuse me. Listen.
Today's character I'd like to introduce we will refer to as Smokey. I'm not putting a whole lot of thought into these names, okay? I just want to get through this. This guy put 2 posts about me on the comedy board, and I'm going to share them all with you, because this is the funniest so far. He writes, "Hey Stoneman, what the fuck are you making jokes about? Especially on a public board." Well, it is a comedy board. Shall we change the name to the SF Irony Board? You're breaking the law. Yeah, they keep saying that. I haven't broken any law. You're being creepy and scaring people. And the end result is this behavior of yours will follow you for years. That's right, Smokey. We must all be mindful of our behavior. Including you. I had deleted all the messages because I didn't know who Lee Stoneman was. That's his little way of letting everyone know of his self-perceived superiority. But then it was brought to my attention. Brought to your attention? By whom? Luca Brasi or Tom Hagen?
I want reliable people, people that aren't going to be carried away.
If you ever try to perform at any club or theater I am involved with, I will make sure they know the whole story about you. How are you going to tell the whole story about me if you don't know who I am?
If it don't gel, it ain't jello. And this just ain't gelling.
I guess rumors from vindictive people are sufficient enough for you to act upon. So get some help. Stop the stuff you're doing and stop making jokes about it like it's not hurting and scaring real people. Real people aren't scared. Pretend people are pretending to be scared. We don't need any more is misspelled. More whack jobs in this town or in this business. I agree. We have reached our quota. Thank goodness we have you to protect us, Smokey. Now, if you could only learn to check your facts, we could all sleep much easier. Then he writes this one. If any person has any knowledge of any illegal activity by Stoneman, please email me privately. Immediately. Why not set up a hotline? Nothing like a good old-fashioned witch hunt when you can't get what you want. My mentor and big brother is involved with law enforcement agencies and has helped comedians for 27 years. That's very admirable. I didn't realize comedians were an oppressed minority.
You're fooling yourself.
What a worthy cause. Let's see, starving children? Comedians. I will make sure that this stops. Not as a favor to anyone, but for my own personal reasons. Bullshit. You're trying to convince people, mainly yourself, that you have some kind of influence.
I guess you think you're, like an authority figure?
That, and you're doing it for Taffy. Oh yes, I think he likes you, Taffy. Sure are going out of your way to help out a friend. Seems kind of obsessive to me. Intervention is a possibility. Legal action a definite possibility. Uh-huh, right. I will, as John McCain said about Bin Laden, pursue this to the gates of hell.
You make sounds like you're a mean little ass kicker.
Thanks for giving us all a sterling example of how detached from reality you really are.
You cowardly bastard! You're not the voice of the people, I am the voice of the people!
Speaking on behalf of the rational people, we don't need you to tell us to report criminal activity. Good citizens do that on their own, and we don't look for it where it doesn't exist, just to please some substance-abusing failed comic who happens to run a few coffeehouse open mics. You got that?
You still don't get it, do you?
Please, nobody communicate with this man anymore. It does not help future legal action, and it just seems to give him fuel.
Oh, Lordy Lord, he's desperate. Do what he say. Do what he say.
Smokey, people can communicate with whomever they want. I've got a directive for you. Stop trying to convince people to participate in your schoolyard popularity contest. This is my last public statement on this subject. Oh, I doubt that. People like you never know when to shut up. And then he signs it. Hammer of the Gods!
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Glad I'm not the only one with a flair for the dramatic. Why aren't you this funny on stage?
What gods do you pray to?
There's only one God. And he loves you in spite of your buffoonery. And he gives me the strength to forgive you for your childishness. That's right. I pardon you.
Pardon me? Pardon you?
I pardon you.
Now get out of here.